Yeah, let me just run down this thing. Look, by by letter purportedly written by the Chief of Staff to the President, Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila, dated 8th of March 2024, with effect from 1st March 2024, and a forged gazette. These are the foundational documents, if you want to understand this thing. First, a forged letter of appointment, purportedly appointing Palm as the DG of the Presidential Foreign Investment Promotion Council, and that forged gazette.
How do we know it is forged? How has it been?
I know so. I know so. Nigerians should know so. Why? Because document was submitted to say that this is the law establishing me, and that law does not exist. It doesn't exist. That law was never made. Nigeria will get to validate all that I'm saying in due course. He submitted this document, and then the bureaucracy, federal bureaucracy, started reacting to him. First, he got an office in the Federal Secretariat from the office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. An officer there, facilitated that, which was what the head of service was saying, 2 days ago during the plenary session or the committee session investigating this matter in the House of Representatives. 2, he then contacted the office of the head of service, who, in a period of time, did 2 critical things. First, that office gave him an establishment document. That establishment document approved the number of staff he could get, grade level 4, and so on and so forth. It's called the establishment document. And 2, that office gave him a waiver to recruit his own staff. 2 important documents with these forged premises. Okay? 3, he then engaged the office of the Accountant General of the Federation, requesting via another forged letter from the office of the Permanent Secretary, State House, directed to the office of the Accountant General that his agency should be given administrative code for the purpose of budgeting, for the purpose of funding, of financing, and for the purpose of financial reporting. And the office of the Accountant General then reacted to that letter by sending this to the office of the Director General of Budget Office of the Federation. And then, as the CBN had stated and validated, requested that accounts should be opened for this agency. So the office of the Director General of Budget of the Federation received these 4 documents, namely, as I've said, establishment document, 2, waiver to recruit, called recruitment waiver, 3, to get a code, generating a code and transmitting it to that office, and 4, an application by the DG himself, the phony DG, that look, his personal cost should be included in the budget. So with these 4 documents, they opened a line for him and allocated to his agency the sum of 1.5 or 1.4 billion naira, covering personal costs 800 million, overhead costs 200 million, and 300 million capital vote. Well, unfortunately, until this whole thing unraveled, he had not been able to access any such money. That's why the CBN was saying that those accounts were dormant. So, in the chain, you had these institutions reacting to this man who had gotten a footing at the Federal Secretariat, well-decorated place, putting photographs of people there, including the photograph of Doyin Salami, who led that office when Buhari was there. Because the man claimed that he was heading 2 agencies. Quite frankly, not just Presidential Foreign Investment Promotion Council, he also claimed that he was also the DG of the PIC, Presidential Economic Advisory Council. So you get to the office, he had the portraits of those who had headed such office and all that, and got at the stage the Shower of Ogunye to come there and shower his royal blessings on him as a proud Ogunye son. It's ridiculous. It's unbelievable.